So who is Pam Dibbs? Well, I wanted to share a little bit with those of you who maybe haven't heard the hundreds of stories that I share about Pam, because she's had such a significant impact in my life. She's probably one of the most influential people in my life, and I count the lucky stars the day I came across her, because before meeting her, I thought that there was a certain way I was supposed to be as a coach, and there was like these right and wrong things, and certain things I needed to learn and figure out. And then when I met Pam, she just blew all of those notions out of the water for me. One of the things that I thought that I couldn't be as loving as I wanted to be, that I was supposed to be a little bit edgy and I've never seen a more loving coach in my life than Pam, and generous. And, I, she offered me a vision through modeling for me what it could be like, or how she lives and creates her business, that with so much fun and playfulness and laughter and joy and surprise and delight. I before seeing Pam, I worked with a lot of coaches and read a lot of books and did a lot of mastermind groups, really high-end mastermind groups, where we all talked about the only thing that you got to do to create high-paying clients is serve them more powerfully than anyone ever has. But we talked about it more than I saw any of us really doing it. But when I saw Pam, I saw a coach not talking about it but really doing it. She just has a genuine love for people and is fascinated by them. And so when she meets them, she's just really curious. She doesn't talk a lot about herself. She asks a lot of questions and is just really present. And getting to know her over the years and hiring her as my coach, and that story is really funny because she's the only coach I've hired that I had to actually work just as hard in enrollment to let me hire her. Because you see, when you go out in the world and the majority of the conversations you have just genuinely end with somebody saying, wow, that was one of the most helpful conversations I've ever had in my life. Can we talk about what it's like to work together? When the majority of you're going to have a capacity issue. So I remember when I first met Pam, she would laughingly say to me, man, I'm coming up with the most creative ways of turning people down. And I already knew I wanted to hire her. And I was like, dang, I'm going to have to really work hard on this. I weaseled my way in, and it's one of the best investments I've ever made. I'm just so grateful for it, because she helped completely transform for me my idea of what coaching could be, what growing my business could be. She helped me see how I could be myself. Before her, I was always I was copycatting and parroting the coaches I worked with. She helped me fall in love with my own weirdness, my own weird and unique ways of bringing impact, experience, and results to people. And just, even though I admired her so much, I wasn't trying to be her. She helped me see the greatness in me. She's one of the greatest coaches I have ever had the privilege of working with. And she showed me how to bring all the love I have, even more that I wanted to share, bring it all, and bring it in combination with being more straight with people than I've ever been. She said to me once, look, all I ever do, and she's known as the team whisperer. If you Google Pam Dibbs, you're not going to see a lot about her, because she has so many clients by referral, and she's, just by meeting. She doesn't have the time to market. She's so busy actually serving and contracting. But, she said to me once, look, all I'm ever doing is pointing to truth, observing and reflecting for people, all the while modeling for them what it's like to be straight with each other. That was a profound moment for me. And she really did help me see how it's one of the most loving things we can do, by really being straight with people, especially when we really get who they really are and we have that love for them. I mean, the way we're straight with them is just so impactful, and helps them see things that they couldn't see for themselves. And I believe this is one of the ways that she's just effortlessly successful. And, the other thing I learned from Pam too is, the way that she creates in the world compared to the way I was creating in the world when I met her, it illuminated this whole new idea of what it could be like for me. The way she does it is fun. She's having fun. She's constantly surprised by these things that are happening for her in her business and in her life. And she's just tickled by it. So I'm so excited to share her with you guys. I am just like, it couldn't be anybody I'm more excited to share with you guys. I hope that you guys can block out the time, May 9th, from 10 to 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. This is one you will not want to miss. Usually when we do the master sessions, we'll be doing a demonstration and then Q&A. I want to have the whole time for you guys to have Q&A. I'm going to attach here in this video her bio reel, because her work with teams and culture creation in huge organizations, I mean, the work just speaks for itself. So I'm not going to speak to it here. I'll let you guys watch that if you want, but you won't want to miss the opportunity to miss this extraordinary woman and hopefully get to experience the impact I have from her as well.